Good evening, Oswego, and welcome to WTOP 10 Thursday Night News, your connection to Oswego and beyond. I'm Jovan Enriquez.
And I'm Rachel Morrow. Today is November 1st, and this is your news, sports, and weather, all before the first commercial break. Let's take a look at your top stories. 10 News starts now.
A Mexico-New York man identified as Thomas Currier has died Thursday morning following a car crash in Oswego County. It happened around 5:30 a.m. in the town of New Haven. Troopers are still trying to figure out what caused him to crash. He was driving north when he lost control of his car and hit a tree. He was pronounced dead at the scene. He was 23.
Last month, Green Party candidate Ursula Rosum visited SUNY Oswego campus to campaign for a spot in Congress. Rosum has seemingly given the Green Party a chance after Democratic voters claim that she is taking votes away from their candidate, Dan Maffei. Evidence of donations to Rosum's campaign can be traced to previous Republican supporters. Ursula claims that these donations should make the public worrisome because it shows that the rich in this country are really trying to game the electoral system. Rosum is sending the donation money to local charities.
And now we'll check our current conditions with meteorologist Jack Tieber. Jack, what is it looking like?
Well, thanks, guys, and it's nice to be in here with you today, and thanks for tuning in as well. What a day we had, and as a matter of fact, what a week that we had weather-wise. We had Hurricane Sandy, we had all the rain today. Now, I'm sure you're wondering when that's going to change and when we're going to be seeing some nicer weather. Well, that is in our forecast. We're going to be talking about that in a little bit, but for now, let's take a look at the current radar outside at the moment. You can see up in the Tug Hill area, we got some showers up there, which is coming off Lake Ontario, and as well as some showers down in western New York and southern Erie County. Now, there are some changes in store for the weekend. As I mentioned, tomorrow is another rainy day, pretty much a repeat of today, but we are going to be seeing some possible wet snow going into the weekend. So if you're looking forward to that, you're going to want to watch this. And we're also going to be talking about a developing system next week that could turn into a nor'easter going into Wednesday and Thursday. We'll talk all about that coming up in just a little bit. We'll send it back to the desk.
Streets have reopened after an apparent suicide blocked traffic near the Interstate 81 exit to Park Street in Syracuse. They say a man may have jumped from the Route 81 northbound bridge. A large portion of the Park Street area was closed for more than an hour while police investigated. The death happened shortly after 12 p.m. near the intersection of Alliance Bank Parkway and Park Street.
Cell phone theft is becoming a concern to all smartphone owners. Cases of organized theft have been showing up frequently across the country. According to investigators, the theft will tell their victim that they need to borrow their cell phone to make a call. When the smartphone is handed over, they take it and run. To make sure your phone and personal information are kept safe, activate your GPS system and also keep a passcode lock on at all times. The Syracuse Police Department also suggests keeping your phone's serial number written down in a safe place.
From the sidewalks to the grass, a dirty mess obstructs walkers at SUNY Oswego.
Our Adam Rupsick explains what is causing this honking hassle on the walkways of the campus.
Grass, cement, sidewalks, poop covers SUNY Oswego.
It's the worst. I hate the goose poop.
The producers of these obstacles? Geese. Hundreds of geese flock to SUNY Oswego's campus each fall, covering walkways with their poop.
Walking to dinner and then next thing you talk, having a conversation, next thing you know you're stepping in a thing of poop and the conversation is done.
From sidewalks to the grass, it seems there is no safe zone for walkers.
Here on the Oswego State Community Walk, which stretches all the way past the Glimmerglass Lagoon, it's hard for me to even take 2 steps before I have to juke the poop.
Some students were not so lucky in their dodging as student Corey Sheen ruined a good pair of sneakers.
I just bought a brand new pair of skate shoes, and right after skating them for about 2 days, I'm walking in one of the lawns on the quad and then I step in goose poop. And it's just really annoying because then I track it on my board's messed up.
Most geese fly south for the winter, but the geese in Oswego are known as Canadian snow geese, which take a lot longer to migrate.
The goose poop on campus is disgusting. I wish it really wasn't here at all. Really, it's a downside.
Even though the geese are only releasing digestive grass, students still think the idea is gross. For WTOP 10, I'm Adam Rupsick.
The former congressman and Democratic candidate for the House, Dan Maffei, will be here at SUNY Oswego tomorrow, November 2nd. It's sponsored by the Campus Student Young Democrats. Maffei faces current Congressman Anne Marie Buerkle and Green Party candidate Ursula Rosem. The event is free and will take place in the Campus Center tomorrow in room 114 at 5 to 6 p.m.
As a part of SUNY Oswego's Global Awareness Conference, Cambodian American refugee Arncorn Pond will be featured in a lecture by author Patricia McCormick. Arncorn Pond was a survivor of Khmer Rouge work camp and is an internationally recognized human rights leader, speaker, and trainer. The lecture will take place on Saturday, November 3rd at 7 p.m. in Lanigan Hall, room 101. Admission is free to students and community members. And now we'll see what's going on in sports with Matthew Stone.
Thanks, guys, and well, good evening, Oswego. And in the world of Lakers sports, the Oswego men's ice hockey team will head on the road this weekend, where they will match up against the College of Brockport and SUNY Geneseo. Brockport is coming off a disappointing 1-0 defeat against Fredonia, while the Knights look to get another SUNYAC win after a 4-4 tie against Buffalo State last weekend. The Lakers are coming off an impressive win at home against Elmira, where they tally 9 goals in a dominating performance. Oswego goalie Andrew Hare bounced back nicely against Elmira, posting a shutout, just a day after he was pulled in the first period against SUNY Cortland. Oswego hopes sophomore Peter Rodriguez can continue his stellar play. In the come-from-behind win against SUNY Cortland, Rodriguez assisted the last 2 goals of the first period, which tied the game and gave Oswego the lead for good. Against Elmira, he registered a hat trick in a 5-minute span during the first period. Rodriguez was named Athlete of the Week by the university. And coming up later, I will have your complete sports report, including the new felony charges against Penn State, the latest on the injury to Lakers guard Steve Nash, and who the Miami Marlins hired to be their new manager. Now, back over the desk.
Coming up after the break, we'll take a look at your state news.
Plus, we'll update you with what's going on around the world.
And some rain tomorrow and possible changes in store for mid-next week. We'll talk about it in 2 minutes.
Program helping you achieve your goals with a customized curriculum developed with flexibility in mind. Take classes year-round, full or part-time in Oswego, online or at the Metro Center in downtown Syracuse. More information is available online or by calling 315-312-2911.
2 and 3. Well, now I'm Naked Cowboy coming to a town near you. You're watching WTOP TV10 Oswego, New York. I'm Naked Cowboy. WTOP, your home for Laker hockey.
Ten minutes after 10 o'clock on this Thursday evening. Thanks for joining us. I'm meteorologist Jack Tieber. What a day we had today. Lots of rain. I'm sure you're all getting sick of it at this point. I know I am. We've had a lot of crazy weather this week, obviously from Hurricane Sandy. We've got rain today, rain tomorrow, which I'm going to talk about, and possible snow coming in for the weekend. But for now, let's take a look at our current conditions. 42 right now outside the campus center, some light drizzle, and we got some winds out of the west at around 9 miles an hour. Temps around the state at this hour, holding steady in the mid-40s, got 37 down in Jamestown and holding steady at 49 down in New York City. That's our only hot spot right now at this hour. Almanac, Official high today 46, average of 53, so we're not too far off. But again, we're nowhere near that record of 78 set back in 1950. The sunset tonight was at 5:57, and we are losing a little bit of sunlight, which makes me want to remind you of this. Fallback starts Sunday at 2 a.m. So when you go to bed Saturday night, don't forget to set your clocks back 1 more hour. And the best part of it is you get an extra hour of sleep. You know, I'll take it. I'm sure you will too, especially after a long week. Now, I want to talk to you about this right here. We do have the possibility for a potential nor'easter and some wicked weather going into mid next week. Now, it won't be anything like Sandy like we had earlier this week, but we do have a low pressure system that it's looking like will form somewhere around Tuesday, which will be working its way up on into the northeast. That's one possible venture it could take. It also could go off towards Canada as well, into like New Brunswick area. But this low pressure system, if it combines with this cold air, could bring us some snow going into Wednesday and Thursday. Make sure you stick with WTOP. We'll have updates on that as we head into your work week. As for now, our satellite, you can see this swirling motion of these clouds up here up in northern Canada. It's actually remnants of Hurricane Sandy, which are well out of the way now, but they are responsible for some of this rain that we've been having. You can see we're getting some showers right now going off into the Tug Hill region. We also got some showers going down into southern Erie County in western New York as well. Now, what's this mean for your Friday? We're pretty much going to be seeing a carbon copy of today. Hate to break it to you, but that's just the way it's looking. A lot of brisk and chilly air coming down from Canada will be working its way in tomorrow and going into the weekend. Now that's setting up the chance for some snow showers going into tomorrow night for higher elevations, and especially going into Saturday night. That's probably the best chance you'll be seeing some more general wet snow accumulations throughout most of central New York. I'm not thinking it'll be a lot. It's only going to be a little bit. Obviously, we won't have any accumulations because the ground is still fairly warm right now. So looking at your future cast, showers straight through the evening and into your morning commute, as well as down at around 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. We got some wet snowflakes down in the Finger Lakes as well. That's a possibility as you head out and around. And also 8 o'clock tomorrow night, just more rain. Hate to break it to you. It's just the way it is. So tonight, got showers. Again, I hate to sound like a broken record, but 40 degrees for tonight. Tomorrow, cloudy with more showers, high of 42. And Friday night, the chance of rain and wet snow showers. Again, mostly it'll be higher elevations. I don't expect we'll see it really anywhere else with a low of 38. Now, you're probably asking yourself, well, Jack, when are we going to be seeing some nicer weather? Well, it's looking like Sunday and Monday will be our best chance. We'll be clearing out on Sunday for some sunny skies on Sunday and Monday. It will be cool though. Lows or highs in the lower 40s and upper 40s as well. Tuesday, your election day, sunny skies, high of 42 is looking pretty nice as you head out to the polls. So I definitely, we have some nice weather approaching.
Well, I hope we do get that snow this weekend, because I know a few of the radio stations in the Syracuse area have started playing Christmas music as of this morning. And you can't have Christmas music without the snow. So
I was listening to it this morning.
Me too.
I love it. I love it.
Can't wait. Now let's take a look at your state news. Byrne Dairy has made an announcement Wednesday about plans to create a new yogurt plant and agri-tourism center. This multi-million-dollar project based in the Finger Lakes East Park is expected to bring more than 70 brand new jobs to the area. The company says they will continue to use the 285 New York-based farms for milk, and construction is expected to begin in mid-2013.
The last of the patients have been evacuated from New York's Bellevue Hospital after Hurricane Sandy left its mark on Lower Manhattan. National Guard troops lined the stairwells to usher out more than 700 patients. Sandy knocked out the hospital's power, and its flooding wiped out the basement fuel pumps, which powers its generators. Troops had to carry patients down more than a dozen flights of stairs to get them out of the hospital safely.
Halloween for students at the University of Southern California at Los Angeles was a disaster yesterday when erupted gunfire left several people wounded. Authorities say 2 men who were not affiliated with the campus got into a dispute, one of the men arguing was critically wounded and 3 other people suffered non-life-threatening injuries. The campus said 2 people are in custody.
In a surprise endorsement today, Mayor Michael Bloomberg announced that he will be voting for Barack Obama in the upcoming presidential election. Bloomberg has used the devastation of Hurricane Sandy as an opportunity to highlight the president's stance on climate change. After the toll New York City has taken from what may or may not have been a result from climate change, Bloomberg hopes that all elected leaders will take immediate action.
Just days after an arson attack left a Bolivian radio personality in critical condition, police arrested 4 suspects. 3 men were arrested the next day as they tried to cross the border into Argentina. A 4th suspect was arrested Wednesday and is awaiting a formal preliminary charge.
Explosives from shells to barrel bombs fell on Syrian cities today, resulting in the death of at least 37 people, following 121 casualties Wednesday and 163 casualties on Tuesday. More than 32,000 people have died in the 19-month-old Syrian conflict, and it appears as if there is still no end in sight. The Syrian state-run news agency says that there is no person who could speak on behalf of the Syrian opposition, and there will be no progress without negotiation. When we come back, we will have our very own how-to guru, Sarah Miller, but first, here's your late night menu.
Get your Smokey on. If you see someone in danger of starting a wildfire, step in and make a difference. Because 9 out of 10 wildfires can be prevented.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
The Oswego MBA program, helping you achieve your goals with a customized curriculum developed with flexibility in mind. Take classes year-round, full or part-time in Oswego, online or at the Metro Center in downtown Syracuse. More information is available online or by calling 315-312-2911.
And now we have Sarah Miller, our very own how-to guru, on how to aid Hurricane Sandy victims.
As you may know, on Monday night, Superstorm Sandy struck, affecting millions of people along the East Coast. Relief efforts are underway, and I have some ways that you can get involved. Take a look. Superstorm Sandy hit Monday night, bringing devastation to families all over the East Coast. As the death toll rises to 38 people, the relief efforts are coming into full swing. The American Red Cross provides various services, including sheltering more than 11,000 people across 16 states during the storm. They are accepting both blood donations and cash donations currently. To donate cash, you can text Red Cross to 90999 to make a $10 donation. If you are interested in volunteering at the Red Cross, they are currently looking for people to assist in shelters around the storm areas. They are accepting online applications. For more information, visit redcrossblood.org or call 1-800-RED-CROSS. New York Cares is also offering volunteer opportunities. To get more information, visit newyorkcares.org. NBC Universal announced this morning that they will be hosting a telethon Friday night from 8 to 9 p.m. It will be hosted by Matt Lauer and include musical performances from Bon Jovi, Billy Joel, Christina Aguilera, and many more. Tune in tomorrow night on NBC or any of its affiliates to support. The storm not only affected humans, but animals as well. The ASPCA is partnering with PetSmart Charities Relief Program by sending various supplies. Donations can be made to them by emailing gifts@petsmartcharities.org or via phone at 1-800-423-PETS.
You see neighbors helping neighbors, then you're reminded about what America's all about. You know, we go through tough times, but we bounce back. And the reason we bounce back is because we look out for one another, and we don't leave anybody behind.
It's obviously awful when disasters like this happen, but it's so great to know that the American Red Cross is there to help out. And you don't think about the animals either, so it's great that organizations like that are also helping the animals.
You know, it is a great thing. It's wonderful to see that people are getting out there and helping. And you know, I just had a quick update on it though. The death toll is actually up to 88 people as of a few hours ago. So unfortunately,
they need all the help that they can get.
That's true.
So absolutely, donate any way you can.
And of course, our hearts go out to those who lost family members and friends.
Of course.
Absolutely.
Of course.
Thank you, Sarah.
Thank you.
Carly Rae Jepsen finds herself in some legal trouble with a new song, and the entertainment community helps out Sandy victims.
Elizabeth Corridon has all the entertainment highlights in today's Hollywood Minute.
It's not always a good time for Carly Rae Jepsen in Owl City like their song suggests. The musicians are being sued for copyright infringement for their song Good Time. Alabama singer Allie Burnett claims the popular tune copies her 2010 song, Ah, It's a Love Song, from her album The Takeover. Jepsen's manager released a statement saying Carly is not one of the song's authors, therefore she should not be sued. NBC Universal announced it's holding a benefit telethon and concert Friday night in support of Superstorm Sandy relief. The all-star lineup includes Bruce Springsteen, Billy Joel, John Bon Jovi, and Christina Aguilera, among others. Today Show host Matt Lauer will MC the event. Proceeds will go to the American Red Cross. Meanwhile, entertainment companies are opening their wallets in support of Sandy victims. Viacom donated $1 million, $500,000 to the Mayor's Fund, another $500,000 to local organizations. Disney donated $2 million, with half of that going to the Red Cross and the rest to local organizations. For Hollywood Minute, I'm Elizabeth Corridon.
And now a full look at sports with Matthew Stone. Matthew?
Earlier today, former Penn State President Graham Spainer was charged with hushing up child sex abuse complaints against Jerry Sandusky, taking the allegations of a conspiracy of silence to the highest level of the university and marking another chapter in the dramatic downfall of a once renowned administrator. The grand jury report included instances of abuse detailed at Sandusky's criminal trial that happened after 1998. Prosecutors also added counts against two of Spainer's former employees, Tim Curley and Gary Schultz, who were already charged with lying to the grand jury that investigated the former Penn State assistant football coach. Spainer's lawyers issued a statement that asserted his innocence. Meanwhile, in the NBA, Los Angeles Lakers point guard Steve Nash will be listed as doubtful for Friday's game against the Los Angeles Clippers after suffering a lower leg bruise in the second quarter of the Lakers' 116-106 loss to the Portland Trail Blazers on Wednesday night. Nash collided with rookie point guard Damian Lillard and left the game with 2:26 remaining in the second quarter. He tried to return to action after halftime, but lasted just more than a minute on the court before Lakers backup guard Steve Blake subbed in for him. Nash spent the rest of the game icing his leg and getting treatment in the locker room. The Lakers are likely in no rush to bring back the 38-year-old veteran, as they are looking to make a deep playoff run with a healthy Kobe Bryant, Dwight Howard, and Nash. The Lakers are 0-2 and will look to get their first victory of the NBA season Friday against the rival Clippers. And switching over to the MLB, where the Miami Marlins found their new manager in Mike Redmond. Redmond, a former MLB catcher who had spent the last 2 seasons managing single-A ball, will replace Ozzie Guillen in an attempt to take over a Marlins team that finished dead last in the National League East this season. Because of Redmond's ties to Miami owner Jeffrey Loria and president of baseball operations Larry Beinfest, he was considered the frontrunner for the job. Out of the current 28 MLB managers, 4 teams still need to make a hire this offseason. 13 are former Major League catchers. Redmond hopes to instill some consistent winning into a franchise that has not been relevant since 2003 and ranks near the bottom of attendance almost every season. That's it for sports. Now back over to the desk.
When we come back, we'll take a look at the lighter side of news and a final look at your forecast.
But first, take a look at your community calendar.
MBA program helping you achieve your goals with a customized curriculum developed with flexibility in mind. Take classes year-round, full or part-time in Oswego, online or at the Metro Center in downtown Syracuse. More information is available online or by calling 315-312-2911.
Hi, I'm CNN's Rob Marciano, and you're watching WTOP10, your television station.
I'm lucky. I get to do something I love. How many of you think homework is just as important as teamwork? I help keep kids in school. Good, and that's the name of the game. My name is LaDainian Thomason. I don't just wear the shirt, I live it.
Give, advocate, volunteer, live united.
WTOP TV10, Oswego, New York. I'm Naked Cowboy.
So apparently in China, bad genes are grounds for divorce. A Chinese man sued his wife for birthing an ugly baby. And here's where it gets crazy. He won. Since the baby didn't look like either parent, the father accused his wife of infidelity. But after the DNA test proved that the baby is in fact theirs, the wife came clean on a $100,000 cosmetic surgery that completely changed her face. If that's not crazy, I don't know what is.
Well, that does sound kind of crazy.
Just a little bit, just a little bit.
I don't even know where to go with that one, except straight into the forecast. Tomorrow it's looking like it's going to be pretty chilly, so you definitely want to dress accordingly, bring your umbrella with you, holding steady in the mid-40s, or lower 40s throughout the day, and some rain showers. And don't forget to set your clocks back 1 hour when you go to bed Saturday night. And as always, if you want to keep informed on everything that we're doing here at WTOP, including the forecast for next week's possible storm, follow us on Twitter at WTOP10, and we'll keep you updated right there.
Absolutely, sounds good. It looks like those days of having those sneaky 70-degree weather is
yeah, those. I think we're getting pretty much to the end of that, unless some strange end of the world thing happens. You never know.
We need to make up our mind on the weather, because I want to wear shorts one day and then I want to wear jeans the next day.
And I want it to snow. So.
Right.
I think we can safely assume that we're getting to that point where we're getting closer to winter weather now. So
I'm looking forward to skiing because we totally got gypped last year.
Yes,
Awful
we
weather for
we
skiing.
Did. And I want to experience a real Oswego winter, so I'm sure we will.
Yes, absolutely. And that will do it for us here at WTOP 10 News. For the 10 News team,
I'm Matthew Stone.
I'm Jack Tieber.
I'm Rachel Morrow.
And I'm Javon Enriquez. Have a great night.